Hey, welcome back. I've already nicknamed him because he feels like a bro. Jeff Dillon, aka JD, is in the house. He filled in a pinch, and that's a wonderful thing. And for that, I say thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice to meet you. Nice to hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Tell folks a little bit about yourself. How did you get this music bug? Anywho.
Music-wise, I think I kind of always wanted to do it ever since I was a little kid. Rock and roll was just always in the blood. Motown was always on at home. The Beatles were always on at home. The Beach Boys. And so I just grew up with it, you know. I went and saw the Smashing Pumpkins in '96, the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness tour. And I was like 15,000 people in an arena. Every single one of them started singing Tonight, Tonight together. I was hooked. That was it. I was done. Started my first band a year later at 17, and now 18 years later, here I am.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Was there, I mean, of course there was. We all have it when we learn to play guitar, but was there moments of doubt when you went, wow, this is harder than I thought?
I tried learning multiple times. I used to just be a front man in like metal bands and hardcore bands and stuff. And then there was like a 10-year gap where I just kind of gave it up. And then only recently have I picked up the guitar, probably in the last year and a half.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So even playing the guitar, it's a new thing for me. And still, like every day, you know, I have to ask my girlfriend, you know, am I doing the right thing? Am I sounding good? And bless her heart, it's always a yes. So.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good
absolutely.
thing.
So
talk a little bit about songwriting, if you would. We talked a little bit about punk rock when you first arrived here. I heard you playing a little Social Distortion, very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Talk about what you hear in your head and the process of listening to music is different, but writing is it's a big job.
It really is. I kind of really got into the whole singer-songwriter thing because of bands like Mumford & Sons, Old Crow Medicine Show, and then kind of my personal hero is a guy named Frank Turner from England. And like I remember just looking, it was like a guy and a guitar, and it's just a couple of chords, and you know, it kind of took me back to when I was a kid. You know, I mean, Kurt Cobain, 3 chords, that's all it was. Look what he did with Nevermind. You know,
and completely rock your world with intensity and emotion.
Just kind of. You know, hey, this chord sounds good with this chord. Hey, this chord sounds good with this chord. Oh my goodness, I've got a song. You know, and then at that point, it's just trying to write something that sounds decent over the top of it.
Of course. And I liked, is it The Men in My Life?
The Men in My Life. That was the first song I played.
I like that subject matter. I think the way you sort of treated it is very cool. Talk about your perspective, your attitude as a lyricist.
Ketch Secor is the lead singer of Old Crow Medicine Show, and he and another big influence on me, Johnny Cash, they share something very similar to each other, which is tell stories.
Yeah.
That's music, especially nowadays with your singer-songwriters, your Bob Dylans, your even guys nowadays, your Ryan Adams, Frank Turner, Chuck Reagan. You know, it's all stories. You know, find a subject matter, tell a story that matters, and people will listen to it. So that's kind of what I try to do, and as it turns out, some people think it's pretty catchy. So,
well, and I think that's the great thing about the solo paradigm is that people have a better opportunity to really hear the words, to really be able to digest them across the journey of a song.
Yeah, it's incredibly intimidating as well, though, from the opposite side of that coin, you know, because you know it's very barren, it's very naked for a singer-songwriter. So I think that kind of pushes me to try to definitely come up with something a lot more poignant, you know, than just your average verse, chorus, verse kind of punk rock kind of a song.
Sure. What's coming up? What do you got doing?
Well, through the rest of the year, I just got home from my first 2-week tour, my first tour ever.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. I went out on the road with the B Sharps. The last song I dedicated to them. I'm wearing their T-shirts. Nice. Very good friends of mine. They were gracious enough to take me with them. I've got one more show this year. I'm opening up for the incomparable Allison Weiss at the loading dock on October 24th.
Coming up.
Yeah. So I'm incredibly excited for that. She's kind of a hero of mine. So when I got that call, it was pretty awesome.
Good for you.
After that, nothing for the rest of the year. I'm going to be stuck in a room writing music. The beginning of the year, I'm going to be going out to Southern California, where the rest of my actual band is, and cutting a first full-length CD, and then back on the road, hopefully by the end of spring, early summer.
Cool. Tell folks where they can find out more about Jeff Dillon on the interwebs.
The interwebs. Look for Jeff Dillon and the Revival on Facebook. You can look for Jeff Dillon and the Revival there. Bandcamp. You'll be able to download my EP for free there.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Instagram. I think it's the Revival Jeff with underscores in between each word. But JeffDillonMusic.com. That's my main website. You'll be able to find the links to all of those from there. So.
Cool.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's great to have you here. Your vibe, your tunes are awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate
and
that.
We'll look forward to having you back. But you're going to play one more song for us.
One more.
After the break.
Okay.
Excellent. We'll be right back, you guys. More Jeff Dillon. The show is not over.